The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Hey-o.
Good morning. I'm trying to work out what the smell is in here. I've walked in and all I can smell, it's like Vegemite / multivitamin container. That's what it smells like. I can't locate it. It's weirding me out. I swear I'm not pregnant. It's so strong and you guys can't smell it.
What's worse for
going
me,
on?
because I've been in here essentially alone for the last hour, and you walk in and just say,
What's that smell?
"What's that smell?" Like it can only be me.
I came
No,
in
you've
here and
never
sat here
smelled.
for like a minute or two and I couldn't
You
smell
can't smell
anything. And
anything.
you come in just like, what is that?
Is it me?
Might
Maybe
be
it's-
your jacket.
No, it just smells like jacket. Is it like months of my bad breath on the end of my mic? Like, what is it? Oh, hopefully it'll pass.
I guess
Sorry,
not.
I just had to get that out of the way because it's weirding me out. It's like when you ate that weird reheated fish dish.
Well, I was
One-
eating cheese just then, but that wouldn't do it, would it?
No, cheese wouldn't do it.
No.
Yeah. What jumper are you wearing today?
The Stratty.
The Beach
The Beach
Hotel.
Hotel, Stradbroke Island. That's the one they're doing up.
Yes, the one that's getting all fancy. How is everyone? Everyone good?
Yeah, all right.
Everyone happy?
Tuesday.
Going good.
You happy, Ash?
Yeah. I told you about my boy Sid. He's on that trip. He's in
Has he made it?
Well, he's in the middle of that trip right now where he jammed. He was meant to fly from Barcelona to Croatia, but then he sacrificed his last night in Barcelona to take a flight to Ibiza.
Yeah.
No accommodation, but
Oh,
he's
my.
going to see David Guetta and then Ketama in Ibiza and then catch a 6 o'clock flight back the next
So
morning.
where is he at
to
right
get
now?
back to Barcelona to catch his 10 o'clock flight to Croatia. I don't know, but he's in Ibiza.
Because he planned on walking from the concert
Yeah.
to somewhere to get to the
Yeah.
airport.
Oh, he's definitely at one of the concerts.
I'll be amazed if this all works.
Because
Oh, he's made it.
he's that
He's
he,
in Ibiza.
he at least got to David Guetta. Yeah, so he's at David Guetta.
I'm just impressed he got out of Dubai.
Yeah,
This kid's on like a survival
Yeah.
run. This
Yeah.
should be documented.
Man, he's on a wild trip.
Oh, and how old is he? 21? No.
No, 19. He's 19.
He's 19. He's
Yeah,
doing that.
I've just been looking at this Ketama bloke. I've never seen him. Like David Guetta, everyone knows. But have you guys heard of Ketama?
No.
No.
Have we got any Ketama in the system?
I
No
highly
way.
I feel
doubt
like we
it.
need a Ketama hit.
Yeah, I know. That's what it sounds like. Have a look
Yes,
at,
that
have
is
a look
what
at
it
the
sounds
picture
like.
of him. There.
He's like a methed goatee.
Why has he got a black eye?
I don't know.
No, it's like a red, like I can
He looks
still
like he's
smell
been
Vegemite.
playing Run It Straight with Kevin Proctor.
But yet he
Have a
lost
look at
too.
him. Yes.
Kedema. What's his music?
I
Do
don't
we
know. I
have-
don't know.
Nothing in the system.
Nothing in the
know.
system.
Nothing in the system.
You know what I'm in the mood for?
What?
Can I make requests ever for music?
I mean,
It's a tricky one,
It's
isn't
proving
it?
increasingly difficult to
Yeah.
do so. But what do you want?
I was listening to that song this morning on the drive in. I love how angry it is. The A B C D E F U.
Oh yeah.
It's a good track, that one.
Who sings that?
I don't know. Some bird. Oh. No, that's not Olivia
No.
Rodrigo. No. Nah. Hang on.
Well, we'll figure that out. We'll figure out what the smell is. There
Gale,
we
that's
go.
the one. It's got chutzpah. I like it.
So you want something of that ilk?
Yeah, I want to get your hand off it of the female version. That's what I feel like it is.
Okay.
Rah!
Specific.
Because there's not enough of that music around.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast. Nikki's News.
All right, I'm doing news on the back of Chuppa Chups. Okay. All right. This is what happened overnight in case you missed it.
Can I give you the breaking news?
What?
The breaking news is Nikki Osborne looks exactly like Sandra D this morning. Like more than I've ever. Like show Luttsy what you're wearing. Show Mitch
I am-
hop up. Like that is
leather
full
pants.
Sandra D.
Yeah, wearing leather top and leather pants.
Yeah, I'm in full leather.
Have a look at that. Nick, do a side by side
Sandy.
between. Is that Sandy or what?
First thing I thought.
That's
Bondage.
Sandy D when she says to John Travolta, "What are
It's
you
all
going to
leather,
do
yeah.
about it, stud?"
Freddie, yeah, my Freddie pants. They're the
that
best
say?
pants on the planet. What? Freddie now.
Freddie now.
Now, from bondage to the Disney cruise, where a
Not
girl...
bondage. Sandra D.
It's the obvious progression.
Okay, well, a young girl has fallen overboard on a Disney cruise, and a dad has jumped into the Atlantic Ocean to save his daughter. Man overboard calls went up immediately. The Disney crew went into action as soon as possible. Lots of praying folks on this ship, an onlooker wrote. Thankfully, both dad and daughter were successfully rescue, which is a nice story because that doesn't usually happen. Like, that is a very big fall.
It is.
Off
It's
a
good that the
cruise
dad
ship.
must have seen it, and then no second guessing
Self-preservation.
himself, and he just
Nah,
jumped straight in.
Straight
You'd
in,
have
and
to, wouldn't you?
usually...
Imagine if you didn't.
Oh,
You
can
went,
imagine?
nah.
You'd
Well,
be one of
it's
those
probably
deadbeat dads.
like people that are involved in those type of things. It's probably not the right thing
No, it
to
isn't
do.
the right
but
thing
I
to
just every impulse would tell you that you
Get in there and get it.
I think you'd do it before you even knew what was
I'd
going
jump
on.
in a flash
Which one would you do it for?
Ooh, well, that would
if you had to
depend.
pick one.
Yeah. I did do something like that actually with one of my kids.
Dingo.
It was no. It was
Punch the shark in the
it
face.
was Sid. It was Sid. Doof Doof, the Doof Doof boy.
Yeah.
chop.
We
Chop,
were
chop.
we were on the we were I think we were at Threadbow or we were at the snow.
Yeah.
And he's hopped on. He was small and he was just like he's hopped on the chairlift
Yes.
and just as the chairlift
He started to fall off?
no, he did fall off.
Yeah.
He
I fell off too once.
We hadn't pulled the thing down yet to sort of the barrier or whatever.
He's done the slippery dip.
He's fallen straight off. And
you just jumped
sort-
off?
Same as that, yeah. He sort of jumped off, yeah.
Oh, see, I like the cut of your cloth. That's good. Anyway, moving on. Paul Mescal and Gracie Abrams go Insta official. Paul Mescal?
Mitch?
The guy from Gladiator 2.
The guy
I
from
think it's,
Gladiator 2.
I'm going to say
The guy that
Mescal.
can't
Oh,
hold a candle to Russell Crowe
no, but he's a
as the
good looking.
gladiator. Yeah, he wasn't. Come on,
He's a
he
good
was.
looking actor. Anyway, they've gone official on Instagram.
Who was the other person, sorry?
Gracie Abrams.
Ah.
Yeah. Close to you, close to you. Anyway, she's gotten close to him because they were out and about with a pout, and I don't care about the rest. They're together.
That's not very interesting. But I'll tell you what it is.
No, I would agree.
No, I got a better one. I saw at old mate's wedding in Venice
Who?
that Sydney Sweeney
Oh, hooking up
was
with that
seen
other
with
dude.
both Tom Brady and Orlando Bloom, fresh off his separation from Katy Perry.
Orla-
So
Orlando's got
apparently
priors.
Brady and Sweeney were dancing the night away till 2 a.m. and were seen flirting with each other in the hotel bar. And then the next day, the three of them, Bloom, Brady, Sweeney, all going for a walk through
If
the
you could only
streets
take two of
Venice.
them, Luttsy, who would you choose?
I'd take
Oh, it'd be Brady for sure.
no, I'd go
You-
Brady and
Yeah.
Bloom.
Brady and Bloom.
Obviously. I mean, what a night out.
I mean, when in
beers with the
Venice.
lads. Beers with the lads.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
For some reason, I was thinking about this over the weekend. I don't even know why it came up, but I started talking. Might have been up when I was at Spices at Peak Lodge, where I had a great weekend. You've been up there, haven't you?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So good.
I'm going to make it a bucket list to get to more of those Spices joints.
Yeah, Christmas in
absolutely
July there would
outstanding.
be an absolute vibe.
I was thinking that. But at some point we were talking because, you're up, when you're there, there's other our people up there, obviously, and you get to chat to them. They have they had an afternoon session where you have some mulled wine and stuff like that, and we were chatting away. And somehow we came up talking about, like, when you were kids, were you ever forced to play any instruments?
Yeah, clarinet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my clangers were violin.
Oh, but that's a good one.
No, it's not.
No, that's a good one.
No, it's not.
Oh, no romance.
Violin, and then I played the beautiful euphonium, I think it was called.
What
which is
the hell is that? Oh, is that that big thing?
It's a big, like, horn-based.
Yes.
Sort of
Yeah.
My friend's playing. No, my friend's kid is playing that
Yeah.
instrument,
Pointless.
and I'd never heard of it.
Pointless.
I've never seen it.
And a violin's equally as pointless. I
No,
mean-
it isn't.
No.
No.
Oh,
Well, it is because
But the
the
violin's-
99.99 percentile of people that learn instruments as a kid,
They
clarinet, I mean,
That's useless.
trumpet,
I learned a trombone.
99 point-
tuba is useless.
99.99% are not going to end up doing it
The
professionally.
guitar.
right?
That's all you need to
Which
learn.
means
Teach them the guitar.
the only instruments you need to learn as a
Yes.
kid are ones that you could potentially use to impress people at a party.
No.
And that is it.
No.
That is
well,
it.
Or that
So
you can
it
pull
is.
out- or
It
that
is.
you can pull out around a
It is
campfire.
guitar.
No.
Yes.
Or potentially,
I'm
I'm
dancing with you
saying,
on this one,
if you're a
Luttsy.
bit fancy, potentially piano.
Well, the piano.
Oh, the
the
piano's
pi-
hot.
And that is
The-
it.
the piano
Every other
is one-
instrument in the world is useless.
No.
Apparently, if you can play the piano, you can play the guitar. But like, when have you ever sat around? Imagine if we were sitting around at Kokoda
Mm.
and someone pulled out a bloody tuba. What are you going to do with it?
Or a
Like, what
violin.
do you- yeah, or a
Come
violin.
on,
when you-
honestly,
when you
unless
sit
I'm in
at-
an Irish pub,
Yeah.
there's no way I'm going to utilise a violin in
Yeah.
my life.
One of my kids
Let
brought
alone
home
clarinet.
as a musical instrument, and it was that giant, huge thing.
You know,
Right?
13,
And it's just
24, 10, if your parents
What are
made,
you
what's the
doing?
most useless instrument that your parents made you play as a kid. But yeah,
I'm all for kids learning the music. Like they should be forced to learn it.
But
I
it's
reckon.
pointless.
If we're going to teach them maths, we got to teach them music
No,
as well. But it's got to be cool music. You can't be teaching the kids a clarinet, please.
Why? When are you going to pull out? Sorry, guys.
When?
Can you just? Can someone give me a D so I can just start playing the clarinet?
Look, if a guy pulls out a guitar at a party, I'm out. It means, like, if you're playing
please,
guitar at a
Lynn,
party,
There is a
Come
bit
on.
of get your hand off it factor
it means
because
you're an unemployed actor who...
Okay, well, but what instrument then do you reckon is worthwhile playing other than a?
If you can whip out a piano at a party, then
Well, if
you've got the ladies.
like yeah, exactly. So there was a piano at that's how it came up. There was a piano at Spices. And I thought, geez, wouldn't it be just great to sit down right now and just have a sing along? I'll just play. What do you like? A bit of Billy Joel?
It.
Okay. I'm not going to learn piano.
Yeah, learn piano because
I'm not
that'd be
gonna
hot. No, I
Okay,
didn't
I know,
go
like
yet.
you
No,
were
that'd
you were
be good.
defending other instruments. So give me one that is on any level useful to anyone other than professional at the Queensland Symphony Orchestra. Yeah.
No, if someone played the violin at
Nah.
a campsite, I'd be like, oh.
No, you wouldn't. It's
Yeah, I
pointless.
would.
It's a.
And what would you do? Have a sing along with it?
Oh, how good would bagpipes
Can
be?
you? Yeah. What are you going to play? Play some Beethoven.
Yeah.
And let's all
quite a
let's
hot
all
debate.
sing along to Beethoven.
I'd be like, what
13, 24, 10, useless one.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
You got me fired up, Luttsy, talking
Yeah.
about useless instruments too, because I think it was the tuba, but it's a giant instrument that one of our kids came back with,
Yeah.
right? But it wasn't theirs, obviously, it's the school's. And then they go, yeah, this is the instrument that I've got. It's worth $5,000. If I harm it, we have
gotta
to
pay
pay
for
for
it.
it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that thing can sit in the corner there.
Yep.
Nobody
No one
touches
touches it.
Nobody even look at it.
Yeah.
Nobody
definitely don't play it.
Nobody even look at that thing. It is
Like,
going
why?
back intact. Exactly.
Why are they giving tubas?
What
And
is-
it's so big, it would
Teach
displace
them-
your dog from the
You got to
boot.
carry it to school. It was a complete nightmare.
Rubbish.
Okay, all you famous tuba players out there, can you give us a call?
I played the
T-
tuba
tell
for
us-
a few months.
Tell us how successful it is pulling the tuba out around
Yeah.
the campfire
Yeah.
and what you can
Bump,
do with it.
bump, 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 bump. There we
Well,
go.
What do we got? Al, what do you got, mate?
Look, when everyone was learning the recorder at school, learning Three Blind Mice,
Oh,
I was
yes.
so bad, they gave me the triangle.
So what's the point? Like, when are you going to pull that out ever again?
So what they made, I know,
Band
like
camp?
at the end of every line, it was Three Blind Mice, and I go, ting, and that's it, you know?
You know what the triangle leads to? What a triangle player becomes when they grow up.
What?
A dong player.
They hit the dog.
Um,
That's as good as it gets.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
I was just chatting to Annika and Nick actually out in the kitchen, and saying about this. You know, we all go on about our phones and how they're listening to us, and
Which they are.
which there's no doubt in the world that the phones are listening to us,
Yes.
and I guess it's kind of scary, but it can also be bloody useful.
It's
as well.
handy.
It's so good because the latest example that I've got, I was like, I get stuffed. I couldn't believe this ad that just popped up
It found something you were looking for.
on my phone. Well, I'll tell you the story. It was a cold weekend. It's wet. It's pure Ugg boot territory for me at the moment.
Mm.
In fact, I think on Friday I wore Ugg boots to work.
I was going to say,
I went, oh, bugger it. I'm just bringing my Ugg boots, and it's enough for me to get here at this hour of the morning. I'm not even going to put shoes on. I'm
No, Ugg boots are trendy. I'm not
wearing
judging.
the Ugg. Mine aren't that trendy.
If you
to be
wore
honest,
your
mine.
dad's slippers,
Yeah.
then that would be bad. But Ugg boots, I think, they have an air of coolness
Yeah.
about
Well,
them.
my Ugg boots it's had a bit of a blowout. One of the toes is about to go, actually.
Okay,
which is
no,
a
you
bit-
can't wear
bit
them.
Concerning, yeah. But anyway, I did wear them on Friday, and all over the weekend at Stratty, I was just rocking the Ugg boots. Because they've got a tile floor. Where we stay has got a tile floor too, so it's
Ouch.
pure Ugg boot territory, but it's wet. It's raining. And I went outside at one stage, and my Ugg boots got wet.
Oh, wet wool.
Oh, and I was just like, I was like, oh, these bloody Ugg boots, I can't wear them anymore. And I went, somebody should invent
Yes.
waterproof Ugg boots.
Surely that's a thing.
Well,
I
there's
think there's a protective spray you can put on.
Oh, wait, has your phone found it for you?
somebody should invent waterproof Ugg boots. So they're waterproof on the outside, but they're actually Ugg boots in the middle. I'm just scrolling through my phone now, and I've got to get stuff. Look at the ad that came up. Waterproof Ugg boots.
To be fair, they kind of look like something.
Performance-driven, rain. What does it say? The chunky sheepskin rain boots. It's exactly, Mitch, what I was looking for. It's exactly it.
Give us a look. Are they functional? Or?
They seem like they're going to be expensive.
Australian
Bit of a
made.
ski
They look
to it,
like
isn't it?
Wellington, like
You wear them in the snow.
welly boots,
Yeah.
but with they look like something someone called Heidi would wear, or Cameron Diaz in Charlie's Angels. the
Stay
first pair you
warm
showed
and
me.
Yeah.
dry in style with our Ugg chunky sheepskin rain boots.
And they're made by UGG.
Mate, I don't know.
Yeah,
The
UGG, that's what it
water-resistant
is.
material keeps dirt and water out, while the luxurious sheepskin wool insole provides ultimate warmth with a strong slip-resistant sole.
Are they
Yeah.
too heavy duty to wear around the house, though? They're pretty big boots. Look like ski boots.
Yeah, but
Maybe there's a female
That'd be
version.
handy.
you'd be able to wear them outside.
You could wear the feminine version.
No, I'm not looking for the feminine version, mate.
Do they come with high heels?
They come in cream or black. And
Oh, you'd be
Vudosaurus
wearing
will
the
be
cream,
going.
the cream.
Vudosaurus will be going.
Vudosaurus is not your nickname.
He will
by
be
the way.
going the black.
No one calls you Vudosaurus.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
I want to talk about dating in your 40s. And I will be leaning on you in this segment, Mr.
I'm
Luttrell,
almost there, yeah.
because I've got one of my bestest friends.
Ash, oh no, sorry.
You actually want to
best
enjoy
you
it.
stay out of this
You
one,
actually
buddy.
want to enjoy it while it still lasts there, buddy boy.
Yeah, that's
You
why
better-
we
you
had to
better-
jump in there because someone was going to go.
Nikki, you better get into this segment
Nah,
quickly
yeah, yeah.
because Luttsy could be out of date by
what
the
are you
time
talking
it
about?
finishes.
I've got years to go yet.
Right.
Anyway,
So dating in your 40s. So my bestest buddy,
Yeah, I was real good at it.
she is
Look at me. I'm killing it.
she's single.
Ask him for some advice.
Well, I might lean on him as
No, maybe do the
the
opposite.
worst case example.
Exactly, yeah.
So she's in it. She's hitting 40.
Yep,
She's been single for quite a while.
yep.
She does have a pre-made kid, and she's back.
She mate.
She's a no for Luttsy, by the way.
Couple of red flags.
If that's what you're getting at.
Couple of red flags. Continue.
Oh, but it comes across
He
as
tuned
so
out a while ago.
maternal.
I'm kidding.
He went back to his
I'm playing a
emails.
character.
I would never, ever set my friend up
Continue.
with you. That would be a disaster.
What are you talking about? Oh, you got a hot friend? I like
Yeah,
that.
she is
Oh,
hot.
is that the one you're
Yes,
talking about?
I'm talking about that
Oh, she's
one.
actually pretty cute.
Yeah, she's cute.
Yeah, she's real cute.
Yes.
Yeah.
But, you know.
How old's the
she-
kid?
He's not 18
Is he
yet.
18 yet?
No, he's not far off it.
Oh,
and
that's
she's
all right.
holding her age well,
No,
maybe
she's
in
bloody beautiful.
maybe
man.
in
She's very
5
nice.
years.
Yeah, she's very nice.
But so she's just gone back on the dating scene again.
Yep.
Even though she's been single for a while, she's gone back on the apps. And
What's
she's
she on? What's she on?
Bumble.
On
She's on
Bumble.
Bumble. So she's got the control. I got the power. So
Oh,
I-
is that what that is?
that yeah, the
Bumble.
women
I've
kind
never
of
been on
control the
Bumble.
conversation. So she swiped with this dude, and I've already stalked his Instagram and done like a background check
You
and
have?
got my cousin onto a police check, and because he looks good, right?
Yeah.
He looks good, and he's normal. And he's quite handsome, and he's a real estate agent. We won't hold that against him because, you know, he's the director of 2 agencies. I hope he's not listening right now. Anyway,
They make some decent coin though.
they do. He's
They always drive Porsches.
yeah, they do. Porsche Macans down in Victoria. I don't know which Porsches they drive up here.
Oh, the Carrera ones, I think.
Oh, right, okay.
Anyway, yeah.
I wouldn't mind one. Anyway,
yeah, I know a couple of good ones.
Yeah.
Nice ones, you know.
what,
Nice
real
ones.
estate agents
Yeah,
or
there's a couple-
cars?
well, no, the real estate agents.
Oh, I was
They're
on the
they're
cars.
You know, there's some nice ones out there.
Yeah, there are some
Yeah.
decent ones, and
Yeah.
I've
All
got
right,
some
all
great.
right.
Yeah, moving on.
They're the best. We love
We're
them.
just
Yeah.
establishing that
Yeah.
this dude is.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that what we're doing?
Yes, and so he said, I'm going to call you. I want to have a chat to you before our date. And she was nervous about that. And I'm like, just don't tell him that you eat dried crickets or chicken feet. She's got weird food things. Anyway,
What?
Well, I didn't know
she
that.
eats dry crickets.
Yeah.
She's not for you, Luttsy.
she's got a bit of Asian in her. So she eats some weird stuff.
Dried crickets.
Yeah, but she's beautiful and very funny. And anyway, they did the phone call. They absolutely hit it off.
Phone call?
It went for 2 hours.
Phone call.
Phone call.
Pre-date.
Pre-date.
That's a strange thing to do. Is it?
Yeah, he was like vetting her to make sure she's not crazy because he's had a basket full of crazies. Anyway, the next night they go out on the date. He ticks every box. Everything is going amazing. She's going, then he's into this and he's into this and he doesn't mind that I'm a gold digger. She's taken up prospecting.
Oh, what? Literally.
Literally.
Should clarify that then.
So cricket's chicken
What, she
feet
hangs out in
and gold
Broken
digging.
Hill? Or what she do?
She does. She goes to Sovereign Hill.
What the...
Anyway.
Okay.
Anyway.
She's interesting. I'll give her that.
And then she's come home from the date and she's called me and she's like, that went amazing. I'm like, yes! And she goes, but I don't want to shag him. I'm like, no. And
Just
then
no
I started-
chemistry there.
Well, not initially. And I'm like, can't you let him grow on you? And that's what I want to ask. If people have, like, do you have to have that spark, that instant spark?
I reckon you do.
But-
well, actually,
But we
I'm
met
only-
people in our 20s, Ash. It's
yeah,
different.
yeah. But still, if you don't feel that thing, whatever that is, that chemistry at the start, then you're just trying to.
Fabricate.
You're trying to invent it. You're trying to create it.
You
That's just my
think?
opinion.
But-
Well, I've never
I'm
had
sure
it the
it
other
can
way
happen.
where.
13, 24, 10, if you have grown to love somebody who's become a really good friend and you've grown to love them, if that spark's not there, I want to know
there's
if
just-
it's worked.
But there's just something about like something that you feel it. It's just like it's a chemistry thing where you go, oh, we got a bit of chemistry here. That's.
I know what you're
That's
talking
what-
about, and I was lucky to have that. But does it
Like
become
without
more
that,
about,
I just can't imagine it's just a friend.
Does it become more of
Yeah.
companionship?
And what you don't want is people on different levels.
Yeah, one
That
who
doesn't
just wants to
work.
bang all the time, and the other
No,
one's
one
just
that's
starfish
really
and you
into
get it done.
Really like into someone, and the other one's like forcing it a bit.
So you think
We've all been there.
So you think this is just a no-go,
Gets
even
back
though?
to my axis of power. You don't want to be at the bottom side of the axis of power.
Yeah, but how? Like
What?
Oh, I'm not going to say it.
What?
No, I'm not actually not going to say it. It's incriminating. For me.
Don't then.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't.
No, so yeah,
It's incriminating,
Can
don't
you
say it.
fall in love with someone? Like, look at Benny Blanco and Selena Gomez. They were friends for ages, and
I think you can, but I think it's important that you're both level. That's what I'm saying. I mean, you can't be madly in love with someone.
So you both.
And then that person's like, no, I kind of like you. I mean, I'll try.
So you
Because
both go,
then
let's
it's-
give it a go.
Well, then you.
Yeah, what fun
it doesn't.
would
That
be?
doesn't work.
No,
That's painful for the person on the
Have
bottom.
you met some ladies?
I've been on
who-
both sides of that.
Yeah, right.
And there's nothing fun about it, particularly when you're down the bottom.
Oh, maybe this is a bad phoner, but 13, 24, 10,
it's
has it
good.
worked out for you taking that approach?
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Well, the debate raged throughout that ad break then and during the song because
Yeah, it
we
was
were all hotly contesting whether or
It
not
got
you
heated.
can
I'm sorry,
fall in
Ashley.
love
I overstepped the line, buddy.
or if you need to have the jump their bones
Yeah.
vibe going on. So we put it out and we've got Charlie. Charlie, please tell me you grew to love someone who is right for you.
Oh, absolutely. 100% with you, Nikki. I suppose it depends what you're after, like, when you are dating people, if you're after just, like, a fling, then sure. But if you're after actually a meaningful relationship, I think it's so much more important to actually get along with the person rather than have that jump your bones kind of, like, chemistry immediately. Like, that's definitely something that can grow. I feel like it's a big difference between love and lust when you're meeting people.
So-
That's for the first time.
So the person you're with now, so initially there was just no spark there, but you just got on. Is that how it began?
Yeah. And look, it's not that I didn't think he was attractive. I didn't, like, when we first met and everything, like, I enjoyed his company and the meal we shared and all of that, but it wasn't like I want to, like, tear his clothes off immediately. That was definitely something that grew as we got to know each other more.
That's interesting.
It's pretty solid.
You know what I find really attractive in a guy? When he does your
Thank you.
tax.
You're welcome. What?
When he does your tax.
Oh, my God.
Now we've got Darcy. Darcy, tell me, can it happen? Can you grow to love someone?
Yeah, it can. It doesn't actually have to happen straight away. You just got to find those little things where it can, make you excited and stuff. And it's hard to find sometimes, but you just got to, yeah.
Yeah, but they're both kind of saying the same thing, though, Nikki. Like Darcy and Charlie before,
Yeah.
which is you don't have to feel it straight away. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you do. Like you feel that spark straight away. Go, oh wow, we've got this chemistry here. But both these people are saying they still feel it. It just took a little longer to arrive. But my point is, without that spark,
Yes.
then
But it grew on them.
then there's nothing. Yeah, but that's the point, is that they both are saying that it happened over time, but it did happen. It was an instant.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Do
what
you know
I'm
what I'm
saying.
saying?
Absolutely.
That's
Like,
what
I
I'm
mean-
saying. Do you? That was
Like
my question.
you couldn't be in a relationship with someone that you're not attracted
Where there's
to.
none at all,
Yeah,
ever.
like full stop. Like I met them, there was no attraction. Now we've been married 15 years, and there's still no attraction. That wouldn't work. What would be the point of
you'd
that?
be a business partnership. You don't own a lot of property though, because you'd be up talking at night instead of shagging.
And I just want to clarify to my tax accountant, Veeble, that I'm not attracted.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Now, I wrote an article a while ago where I think that one of the topics they should be mandating at school is basically social media trigger training. So where you learn to not get triggered by arguments or things that are said online, because there is like zero benefit whatsoever getting fired up because no one jumps online to be proven wrong.
Yeah.
They just want to be validated. And if no one's validating, they're just going to keep arguing. You're not going to get anywhere.
Yeah.
And then it ruins your day, and you carry it into your work, and then you take the aggression out on other people. You reproject it on other people.
So you're saying not taking the bait?
Don't take the bait. And I feel like
yeah,
this
yeah.
needs to be trained, because I'm watching everyone blow up online
It's
all
bizarre
over
stuff
the shop.
too. I saw one yesterday. It was like something about Australia. It was GDP. I don't even know what I'm talking about. GDP, and you know those ones that goes along over the years, and that price, the chart comes out, like a USA, and then Australia jumps up.
Like the
Anyway,
worms that are
and it
fixed
had
on.
Australia as the second biggest GDP, blah, 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 and some bloke just wrote, "Australia's not a country." And that just sent it into, like, I'm talking thousands of responses.
Is he on the Facebook page,
Yeah,
the Flat Earthers,
Yeah.
connecting members around the globe?
Yeah.
Have you seen that one?
Yeah,
That's a good
but
one.
it triggers. People take the bait.
Like,
Right?
I-
So teach kids not to take the bait.
Yes, I
Like-
feel like it should be a subject of school. I feel like they need to bring in
Yeah.
specialists to teach them that it doesn't matter. It's just noise, and you're never going to win an argument online. And
I'm with you on
also,
that. I'm with you.
because they're talking about trolling and bullies and all that, because I get bullied every day. I get trolled every day. I said
And
to
you
you guys,
look at it too.
Yeah, I do, because engagement is good, right? But it
That's
also
why I was
comes at
laughing
a price.
just before, because you're talking about
Yeah,
how
because yeah.
we've got to teach our kids not to react when they get this
I'm
type
getting
of
to
stuff.
this.
You react.
And you were blowing up like about an hour ago. Blowing up.
No, I know, but in a comedic manner.
Well, as long as it is that, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm not counting, because what I'm saying is I put a post up last night where I thought I looked quite nice, and one of the top comments is, time to hit the gym, because I knew I had a little bit of a stomach under that dress, and he's gone, time to hit the gym. And I've just gone,
Yeah, so we don't know whether that gets to you or not.
yeah, well, I'm like, what do I do with him?
It certainly appeared to get to Nikki as well.
Well, it looks like it is, but I don't know.
yes.
Maybe it's not. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe it's part of your thing that you,
But
you
What-
take.
there
to the
needs
gym.
to be-
What is it about people, like whoever that person was that wrote that comment? And this has been going on. There's been some savage comments in all walks of life, but in the rugby league, there's a lot of coaches and players copping like really vicious, sort of
Yeah, yeah.
disgraceful.
What's going on
abuse.
in people's heads?
Why do they do it? Like
Yeah.
what is to gain from actually doing it? I don't understand. Like
hurt
what
people hurt people.
Was this
what
guy identifiable?
satisfaction did that guy get from
Identifiable?
writing
No,
that?
he did not have his own mug, because the first thing I do is I do check out
Yeah,
their
what do you
page.
look like, you
just-
fat prick?
Yeah.
basically.
Let's have a look what this bloke's got
Yeah,
going on.
yeah. No,
So is that is that a sneaky account or like a
I think he thinks he's funny, and I think
Yeah.
that's an attention-seeking account. So
But no
yeah.
photo of himself. It was-
Right,
usually
that's
I
what-
just
yeah, that's
block
what
people.
it
was a sheep, wasn't it?
Normally I just block them, and that is the healthiest thing to do. But sometimes
Do you
you
re- do you
just
re-
have to reshare it, tag them, and make sure everyone goes them. Yeah.
right? Do you reckon that accountability would make a big difference? Like if you
Yes.
Yes.
if you got a license for for want of a better word to go, okay, this is your social media account.
Yes, called a FAQ. So Facebook algorithm response quota. So, yeah, I think people should
That's
be...
the worst acronym in history.
Yeah.
It's,
Especially at
it's
8:20 in the morning.
It's so perfect, though, isn't it?
You guys
Yeah.
it is.
Actually, isn't it? But
It
the
is.
FAQ. Basically, I think people should have a license to use
So then it becomes
social media.
It becomes identifiable as you in other areas of your life.
Yes.
For instance, job interview.
Yes. It pops
So,
up
let's
that
have
you've got a
quick
low
look at
FAQ.
Let's have a look at look at your history. Oh, you're fat shaming someone here 3 weeks ago on Instagram. What was that about? Oh, well, yeah, it was just me. You know, that would be interesting.
Yes, I
Would it
think...
not?
I think it would be, and I think Ash is right, is accountability seems to have gone out the window online.
Do you reckon though that like if that was the case, if you did have that,
A rating.
and there was that much
Like an Uber.
transparency around, like that, all of us would be unemployable. You know what I mean? Like if you were
that's the
held to account for everything that you've ever done and said, which is pretty much how people communicate now.
Yeah, no, I got employed because of all the things I've done wrong
You've
in the
done
past.
wrong.
Yeah.
But we also canning the other day people not being able to get into a certain country because of stuff that they've done.
Oh, yeah.
So we were saying that
don't
was-
diss America or you won't get in because it pops up
Yeah.
online. They check you online now at the airport. Yeah, if you're a bit sus.
Yeah, I know. So that's the same thing, kind of.
Yeah, so Trump, you, me, drinks. Let's do it.
Don't even.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.